Hey, what's up everyone? It's BeefcakeLynch coming to you from the floor in front of my couch where I play most of my games, at least on Xbox One. Talking about Season 1 of the Division 2, the Manhunt. I completed the game, but decided, hey, why not walk through Season 1 again, kind of go through these rogue agents to make up a pretty important part of the updated storyline when Division 2 did their kind of 1 year release update, updated a bunch of specializations, weapons, how gear sets were balanced, and of course had a whole storyline with the Warlords of New York, with rogue agents and Aaron Keener, and kind of the ripple effect of other defecting agents going against the division now. So this is the first 5 that came in the Season 1 kind of manhunt. Neptune, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury, obviously named after planets. Jupiter being the last boss that you'll fight in that. Going through it in kind of an order, Neptune's the first one, and it's Venus, Saturn, and Mercury before you finally get to Jupiter. They kind of release them all timed out to give you a week or two to kind of hunt through each one, get those achievements before you go on to the next one. I've actually completed the game. I have reasonably good leveled up character, and I'm going to go through this normal just so you can kind of see what it's like to do the Season 1, get prepared for Season 2. And as you can see up here, Neptune, this person, Chadwick Brandon III, also known as Neptune, he has kind of some background, some personal notes there. And then what you need to do to kind of get through them: Constitution Hall, Foggy Bottom, West End, and Roosevelt Island. Just a series of control points, bounties, missions you have to play through, and largely all the control points, all that stuff, it's just the same if you play the game normally and either took or retake over control points. The bounties as well, same thing. You'll have some that are marked with a yellow icon that kind of says it's part of the manhunt. As you can see with Constitution Hall and this menu here, Foggy Bottom, West End, they all have yellow hearts. That's Neptune's kind of symbol to say it's a manhunt for him. And so I've completed all the activities in those 3 areas because they're kind of just cookie cutter for what you already do in the game. What does change a little bit are the strongholds, in this case Roosevelt Island. Super long missions, they're story missions as well, but they do alter slightly some of the triggered events, like where the enemies come from. Sometimes even the path you have to take is blocked in certain cases. It does change a little bit, and at the end there is sometimes a different boss, or I should say maybe oftentimes or all the time a different boss, and then there is a little bit of a dialogue at the end where it releases the bounty that allows you to go after Neptune. And every one of these division agents are the same. Once you complete kind of their list of tasks, there's a bounty that gets released. And it looks just like a common bounty, just like any other bounty, but it's specifically for one of these characters and you go after them. So for this, we're going to pick up on Neptune, Roosevelt Island, kind of play through that stronghold mission so you can see the end of it and how it releases the bounty, and then go after the Neptune bounty and kill him. Doing it all in normal so I can grind through it, kind of show everyone the tips and tricks and what to look out for. So let's go ahead and get started on it. So you can see I'm here, Roosevelt Island. It is a manhunt mission. We're going to go ahead and tackle down here. You see the bus rotating up there, so it was really cool, really cool.
Taking down the outcast stronghold and neutralizing their leader, Emmeline Shaw, will do serious damage to the faction. Also, Henry has intel that a mechanical engineer from the campus settlement was brought here recently, so be on the lookout for captives.
We've got a few hostiles ahead.
Yeah, don't know if you can hear that. I have it a little bit muted in the background with these NPCs. I know you can see the dialogue, or at least the captions on the bottom there, but Manny Ortega, he kind of pisses me off. He's one of these characters in these games that if you're watching like a Mission Impossible or something like that, where you have all these special operatives go out, he's the dude in the van that stays behind, I guess. In this case, he stays at the headquarters, but he's like the tech guy that kind of tells you which way to go and all that. But he takes special interest in kind of telling you as a division agent what you should do and shouldn't do, and you got to make sure you kill that person. You got to make sure you do this. And I'm like, Manny, you're a division agent too. You could easily come out and help us. But anyway, he does not. As you'll see in my build here, I'm running a true Patriot armor set. If you don't know what that is, I'll explain it later in the video. But essentially, the way that my armor set goes is I put debuffs. I put status effects on people, the red, white, and blue flag. Increases my damage, decreases theirs, has some effects when they die and blow up. I'm also using an exotic light machine gun called Pestilence that affects people with plague, which stacks the damage of that weapon as well. Kind of go through it really quick right here. Plague of Outcasts. It's a debuff, deals 100% weapon damage over 10 seconds, stacks up to 50 times, which is kind of a big deal. When they explode, they'll pass that, or die, I should say, they'll pass that to an enemy within 25 meters of them, and it just keeps going if the debuff is still there. Same for like the True Patriot. I have more than 4 pieces on, so I get the full red, white, and blue effect. Red amplifies the enemy's damage taken. Blue decreases the damage dealt by them. White, shooting the enemy repairs you and your allies' armor by 2% every second, and then full flag, they rotate through those, and when they die with that effect on it, they'll explode and they'll do damage that's their health and their armor combined, except if they're an elite. So on here, the red enemies will blow up pretty good. The purple ones, extra good explosion because they usually have pretty good armor. And of course, I'm running the backpack and the vest because there's talents that increase the rate at which the red, white, and blue kind of rotates through, and then increases the debuffs from 8 to 12, 2 to 3, and 8 to 12% respectively for the red, white, and blue. So, and then the Sawyer knee pads. There's one piece of equipment I'm not wearing from the True Patriot, and that's exotic knee pads, Sawyer knee pads. And the reason being is because in this tank build, you see I have 1.8 million armor, this tank build. There's sometimes I'm behind cover and I'm just spraying with that pestilence. And if I do that for every one second I'm not moving, my damage increases 3% up to 10 times, so up to 30% stacked. If I do start moving, I usually use a shield, which I have as a tier 6, so it has 60% active regeneration, 250% of health, 40% holster regeneration, so it regenerates faster, and altogether it's 4.7 million HP on the shield, which as long as I keep enemies in front of me, it's pretty good, along with my 1.8 million regular armor to kind of keep me really safe as I'm playing that tank role.
More bad guys just past the fuselage of the cargo plane. No indication they heard the shooting.
Anything? Not a goddamn thing. Why are we patrolling this far out? Because Emily told us to. Take it up with her if you got a complaint.
All right, got some complaints from the ranks. Let's go up here and see what we can do. So I'm just gonna look. We got a suicide person that's red. We're gonna go ahead and start with them, light them up, let them blow up some other people. As you can see, I'm tagging these folks with this red, white, and blue flag here. Now, those people have some pestilence on them. See, got this person behind us. Go ahead and get him. See, he's got the pestilence. You can see that bad guy kind of just died all by himself. His health just bled off because he was affected with that plague of the outcasts. Couple of things. I'm running the gunner specialization right now. I do have the other specializations maxed out, but I decided if I'm going to keep playing the game, go through the seasons, why not do the other specializations, max them out in points as well. So for this specific specialization, I don't have it maxed out yet, but I'm working on it. That's why if you see my stats in here, you won't see that specialization maxed out because of that. But I'm working on it. Let's see if I can get this. Can I get my turret on top of this pole here? Can I do it? Can I? I had it. There it is. Oh, very nice. That's gonna leave a mark. Okay, let's go. Oh, look at that. Such high ground for my turret. Oh, look at this guy running up. And you can see this guy is infected plague. He's also got the flag. He didn't have the full flag. He wasn't full red, white, and blue. On normal, it's going to be hard with the amount of damage I do to full flag enemies, unless they're an elite or something like that. Which kind of goes to show that on higher levels, playing like this, it is really, really effective, because with elite enemies, they do last a lot longer. It is really cool to be able to load them up with a lot of bullets that hit full flag, full plague, all that stuff. When you're in a crowd of people, or a crowd of bad guys, I should say, it really does a lot of damage. You can kill a whole group of bad guys just with the True Patriot, them blowing up, but then passing on that toxic stuff to other people to get kind of the stragglers that were behind cover or maybe not as close to the explosion. That's pretty good. I am maxed out in my inventory right now with modifications, so you'll see I don't pick up a lot of modifications. I also won't pick up a lot of equipment and armor and things like that, as I'm pretty well set on it, and I'm looking for mainly god rolled or maxed out stats and certain things to add to my calibration library here in Division 2, which is also an update, like a one-year update for the game as well. Adding a calibration library to allow you to modify certain stats on weapons and equipment and take them from other things that have really good stats and create like a customized kind of gear set, weapon set for your playstyle.
There's no direct way into the main compound from where you are.
So,
You can get up on the wing. You can detour around to the west along the quarantine barricade.
all right. People tell me what to do. Cindy McAllister. I did forget to mention as I was talking about the shield that I'm running, the other specialization I'm running is actually not the one for the gunner. I am using the riot foam grenades that come with that specialization because I just think they're kind of cool. But I'm using a turret, specifically the assault turret, so a little machine gun turret with this build. The reason why I'm doing that is because especially when you play alone, it does help. It's another gun, and it does distract the enemies as well. So they'll sometimes go after that thing and kind of ignore you. And if you're playing like how I play and you have things stacked where you're doing plague and true patriot damage and those debuffs, it does help kill those bad guys and help pass those on. So that's pretty cool too. It looks like, yeah, I got an exotic. So I opened up this lockbox. Looked like it was an outcast box. And you can see here, so this is Acosta's Go bag. The exotics are things I always pick up, even if I already have them, so I can break them down and be able to reproduce or re-roll that. And so you see this one here. It's got some talents on it. It's pretty cool. Throwing grenade refunds it. Grants a +1 skill tier for 15 seconds. And it grants overcharge for already at skill tier 6. So in my case, my shield is at skill tier 6. So if I were using this would actually put me in overcharge, which makes the shield invulnerable for like 10 seconds or 5 seconds, I can't remember, which is pretty cool. And then 2 in the bag, +1 armor kit capacity, +3 grenades, +25% ammo. It's actually really awesome. This actually may outweigh my true patriot talent. Maybe I want to swap that out, so we'll see. Maybe get rid of those Sawyer's knee pads for that, since I am playing with the shield. I might want to give up the damage from the knee pads for the shield overcharge. Especially if I'm not going to stay in a position where I'm always going to be in cover, just kind of stationary. So let's see here. We got some people just kind of ignoring me. Very, very cool. I'm going to go over here really quick just so I can put that right on top of that. Oh, that's really pretty. Actually, I never play from over here. Let me get up here. Sounds like my little turret guy, he's already shooting. I help him out here. So now you infected him with plague, as you see. He died really quick. There's another person over there with plague, which is really cool because when you have debuffs like this too that pass on to other bad guys, he just died from it right there, or he's almost dead. He's almost dead. He did not die. You can see his health is pretty much nothing. But it helps as well because it helps you see enemies that maybe would otherwise kind of be hidden behind cover and stuff. So like right there, I blew up his barrel, kind of get him out of cover so I can shoot him. It helps with that stuff to see them when they're hidden. You kind of remind other players too that there are people, bad guys, like coming up on the left or right. It's easy to lose track of the bad guys, especially if you're playing on a higher level of difficulty like heroic, challenging. They do tend to rush your position, do things that you would expect, really good, finely tuned AIs to do, or frustrating AIs, depending how you want to look at it. But essentially, it does make the game a little bit harder, and it's cool to kind of be able to mark these folks. See, I'm fighting wildfire. I'll be able to get this person fully flagged and marked, and full pestilence. They blew up. You can see the red, white, and blue that they blew up with whenever they finally died. Really cool. Let's see, what did they drop? Oh, it looks like a... Nope, and you can see here, when I was meaning with the God stat kind of rolls, is that you can see the core attribute armor plus 40,000, status effect skill damage. In my calibration library, I have a lot of those stats saved pretty maxed out or close to it. So the only way I can increase them if I break down equipment that has a higher stat than what I already have in the library. And I know for a fact I have stats that are higher than these. Once you get the stats maxed out in your library, you can use them for the appropriate piece of equipment just forever. Like you never use it and then it's gone. You have to rebuild it because your library remembers it, it archives it, which is pretty cool. And again, that was a Division 2 kind of 1 year after release kind of update. So I always make sure I ammo up, especially with the way I play. Spray a lot of bullets. Suppressing enemies is always pretty cool. Got these bad guys here harassing my lady, my partner. Got this other person up there. You see they're infected with the plague, so they're gonna die. This guy's infected with plague. This person's infected with plague. And as they die and they get closer to other people, other players, other NPCs, I should say, AI ones, it's really cool, those suiciders, because sometimes they'll blow themselves up or you'll blow them up and they're way in the back. And since they're wearing a bomb on their chest, they infect a bunch of people because they caught the plague and they keep basically backing it up towards where all the other people are spawning, which is pretty awesome. See this person just kind of lighten them up a little bit. He blew up. True Patriot has some good fireworks there. Got some more bad guys here. If I can get them early enough, they will pass that plague and stuff on. You can see that guy's infected. See, he doesn't have a lot of it, but he's got enough that he would have died from it. See something back there. This is the fuel tank. I'm not real sure how that works, but the fuel tanks, even like the little turrets and stuff like that, they can get affected with plague. It's kind of weird, and because it does, like for the warhounds and stuff like that, it does in fact affect their health, which is kind of strange. You're a robot, but you're also susceptible to plague. Which, by the way, this whole storyline for this thing is kind of crazy too, considering that we got the Rona going on and stuff. Division 1, as everyone may or may not know, kind of followed the path of a virus that was released purposely to infect some stuff, affect society and all these things. You had different governments that collapsed with their response. How accurate or inaccurate their responses and stuff. People that blame certain populations and stuff like that for the virus. People that were trying to profiteer from it or use it to their own advantage. And then Division 2 essentially picks up that storyline, but it adds some elements to it that, I don't know, are kind of near and dear right now to people and what they're dealing with. Essentially, some vaccines were rushed to market, and it ended up basically mutating the virus and making it more deadly, which is kind of what's happening. Not necessarily making things more deadly, but everyone's rushing for a vaccine right now, and that's exactly what happened in this game. They rushed for a vaccine in the game, and because of that, it did help for a little bit, and then just ended up making the virus much more deadly. So hope that doesn't happen in real life, but I don't think it will. Again, there's always hope. She's doing kind of a funky chicken dance, running around with no. She's just got her fisticuffs up. She's like, yeah, look at her. Look at the stance here. Look at the stance. Oh, she had glasses on. Sorry. Back up. You can get your stance back. No, you're not going to do it. You're embarrassed. Okay. So we'll kind of has like her dukes up. It's kind of weird. Says stuff like that. Hope you burn this whole place to the ground. I will, lady. I will. Ammo up as usual, and she took off on me. I'm on my own now. She had her dukes up, but that's about as far as it goes. So go here. Some stuff going here. Stuff going there. If I don't see you again, good luck. She talked to me from... Wow, I didn't even realize she went through this fence and locked it behind her. I don't know if that's a cool thing or not. She kind of locked me in here with the bad guys while her friend kind of took her away. And she's like, thank you. Where's your dukes? You had your dukes up. You should have helped me. It's all right, running through. We're locating Emmeline Shaw, who's...
You're coming up on the central area.
I guess you'll hear.
then you're gonna have to find a way to unseal it.
Gonna have to find a way to unseal it. Thank you, Manny. I would have never figured that out. And that's what I mean. The Manny Ortega, the guy in the van, like the gate's sealed. That Cindy McAllister, other NPC, said that. And of course, Manny's got it. Well, I guess you got to find a way to unseal it. Like, no, I was just gonna give up, bro. I was just gonna stop playing. Division agent, go home. Parkour backwards for full effect. Uh-oh. They heard something. They heard it. Let's get in there and light some stuff up. See these people infected with plague. You see them. They're going to start dying. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, it's like I can taste his tears. And it makes such a cool sound when they die. It's like squashing a grape. It's kind of cool. So it's ammo up. I can see on my mini map there's some little squares up there. Oh, and now I can see the little triangles. They're being very tricky. They're trying to lure me in. They can swarm up on me. Bad guy there. So let's do this. Let's get a little extra help. Put that guy right there. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's got full flag on him. Oh, and then he infected that dude, which made him die. I'm so sorry. It is weird sometimes, though. You'll be shooting these folks, and you know that somebody was close enough to get infected, and they do not. He got infected. That's pretty cool. I don't think it's enough to kill him, though. See there? I'll give him a little bit extra shooting. Give you some shooting. Give you some shooting. Like, you get infected. You get infected. We all get infected. Look at this guy. He's hidden. That's what I mean. It's really cool. And I said earlier, it's cool to like kind of tag people with debuffs and all this stuff because it does help you see them when they do try to sneak up on your flank like that. This big guy there, I'm gonna. Oh man, if that little guy would have stayed next to him, I would have showed you how a little guy can blow up next to a big guy and helps you. This guy's full flag. So see, I'm stacking him up with the pestilence. You can see he almost has a full bar of the toxic stuff under him. So that guy there to his left, whenever he dies, he's going to catch it, and it's going to be like super concentrated infection right there. So he almost died instantly. These guys died so fast. The red guys, when they get fully infected like that, it is like crazy. They die so fast. And then they just keep passing it. Which is pretty cool. Oh, he burned himself up. So sorry, bro.
Be careful. They're bound to be expecting you.
So let's see what was over here. What got dropped? Stoner. Definitely, if it's not high enough stats, I cannot take it. I just cannot. So as I was saying earlier, with the control points taking over the stuff for the Manhunt, most of the missions do change a little bit. So, oh, that got blown up.
A group of hostiles is moving toward a boat on the east shore.
So
they're escorting someone who appears to be unarmed.
If Emmeline gets away, finding her isn't
Manny.
going to be easy. You've got to stop that boat.
So anyway, when you play this stronghold, like for this mission, Emmeline Shaw will go through this tent. There's other ones like the invaded ones with Black Tusk. You'll actually go here and there's a gate, a little door that opens. So they do change them up a little bit. They change the path through the maps up a little bit. Like I said, the bosses, the things that are triggered with the Warlords in New York and all the add-ons, the invaded things. There's like an EMP kind of storyline where they use these like OP EMPs that not only disable your stuff, but they also
Find a way to the shore and make sure
kill you.
doesn't get away.
See this Manny Ortega, man. He keeps stating the obvious. But we got another outcast box here, and so you can see on my mini map in the upper left hand corner, it's a little key on the thing. So I always tell people make sure you do these if you're playing in a group of people. One person unlocking it unlocks it for all, although everyone will be able to see different equipment that's more appropriate for your level and stuff like that, and is for your own roles as well. And for a certain period of time, if you're playing in a session with people, everyone in that session can trade those items with each other before they'll become locked just to that person, that person's character, I should say. So it is a pretty cool thing to be able, oh, look at that guy, to be able to trade and to be able to unlock those. If you have the keys, you get the keys through the key boxes on certain missions, like in subways or missions like this, defeating certain signature bosses, and then of course doing bounties, you'll get them as well. So let's get started here. Got this big guy. Just gonna go ahead and light him up a little bit. Get that guy behind him. So just straight up firing him, and of course he's killing all the people that were pretty close to him. Pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out here like that. A little bit of a distraction. Like full flag this guy. Oh, look at that. People up there. Gotta get him suppressed. Oh, come on. Bring it. You bring it. Such a brave dude. Oh, wow. It's pretty amazing. Come on. Poke your head up. Let's go. So they did. Marked him a little bit.
What's going on with that boat?
Hasn't launched yet. Looks like they're in the process of fueling it. There are big tanks on either side of the boat.
Those tanks are a primary target. What about Emily?
Already aboard the boat. Assuming that was her.
Good to see that Manny Ortega's, he's passive aggressive and bossy to many people, not just myself. So let's get in here and let's follow Manny's orders. So for this playthrough with Stronghold, we're going to be blowing up some tanks to disable the boat. So they're fuel tanks. There's one on each side of this boat that's docked right there. So on the other side of this box there, yeah, you can barely see it. Barely see it. Right there. And there is a turret up there. There's a turret there. And I think there's one over here somewhere. But anyway, it's going to be a bunch of enemies. It's really difficult, especially if you play it like on challenging or whatever. It would be very, very difficult. We're going to go into this, see what we can do. Got some of these guys. Got this person. We're going to go ahead and just get people starting to get infected here. We're going to blow up this tank. Can get that person on fire in there. They got a little bit of plague on them. So yeah, it's really cool. Oh, and it's zapping their health. I mean, I have to kill them. Look at this. Yeah. Squashed like a grape. So cool. So we're going to go over here, start laying into this thing. And normally what happens is if you go closer to this tank, yeah, and you start to disable it like I'm doing right now, as you see on my mini-map, I do have some people that spawned. And they're going to rush up on me here in a bit. As you can see, they just did. So I'm going to just spray and pray, get them infected and stuff. Go ahead and do that to this person. There's a person rolling up on my left. Hopefully if I get them, they'll affect this other person to my left, which they did. Kind of helps, which is going to help affect that person that was coming up behind them. And now my whole left side is clear. So I'm going to go ahead and wreck this purple dude. He's infected. He's also got his armor reduced. Now he's just HP, fighting against that infection I gave him. And he's done. Go back to the tank. It's on fire. And look, it's got some plague under it. How does the fuel tank have a little plague with that full flag? I don't know, but it's doing it. Somehow it got infected. It got Corona as well. So let's... Actually, I think it's called Green Death or something like that. I think that's what they call it. You can see now people, once again, they've kind of... Yeah, see, they're showing up here doing this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and get this person all shot up, get them all infected. I have 1.8 million armor, which I'd never recommend, like just straight charging, flanking like this kind of one-person army type of thing. But 1.8 million armor is actually a lot of really good gamers on this game. I'll see them; they'll have 600, 700,000 armor. So yeah, I'm running more than double what most people run. But it's all purpose-driven because I do play as the tank. When I do play in other people's games, I am usually the one that's helping to distract bad guys and stuff like that away from the rest of the crowd, or just doing more of that aggro kind of shooting. So people can get behind my shield and I can distract elites or bosses. In this case, we're going to be fighting against Shaw, is that who we're fighting against? I forget. But yeah, we're going to be fighting against this person, and you're not going to like it, and it's going to kind of suck. Go ahead and put this out here so I can protect my right side. I do see some people that go to the boat, so let's go to the boat and blow this up the rest of the way from the boat. Oh, I can't do it on this side from the boat. Never mind. Let's just do it like this. Get some, get some. Somehow I caught on fire. Get some, get some. So I am getting shot up. Turret's holding its own though. Just keep holding him, little guy. I think what it is the boss comes out from the boat, maybe? I can't remember. Because again, there's a couple different playthroughs. These little planks do open up and let you on there. Oh, that's why I couldn't beat up the dude. It was an elite over there. It's very hard for the turret. I only have a skill tier 0 on my turret, because I'm not running a lot of red gear. I'm running more shield type gear, defensive gear, hence my tank build. Yeah, so now I have to get on the boat and destroy the engine hatch. It's going to be pretty easy to do. At the same time, whenever you play this in some other game instances, there is the little plank there is on both sides. You can actually access the boat from the other side as well. I think it's just in this. Oh no, the ramp did come open. It did open back up as I recalled. Yes. So let's go ahead and open this up. This going maybe. Okay, I got to destroy the hatch. Okay. Forgot about that. In this particular playthrough on Stronghold, even though there's other missions where you destroy boats as well, those other missions you actually just open it up right there. You don't have to like do this. Oh, you don't have to blow it up and then hit the button. This one they're making me blow up the hatch. And then after I've blown the crap out of it, let me hit this button and open it up all nice. There we go. Because that's how it works. Totally. So I got to do that, and then I got to set a C4 charge and then evacuate the boat. It's going to get blown up. You can see there's people. You hit the shield, boom. You can see there's an elite person they have right somewhere. They're going to start running away. I think they all do.
What they did was even worse.
Did the elite guy run away? He did, man. But how do you run so fast? He was like standing right there. Is this a game glitch? Yes, it is. A lot of the missions do that. They kind of glitch out a little bit. You can see all the carnage we created. It's pretty epic. We're going to dismiss how well I did on this mission. So we're going to leave this mission area. I usually have fast travel from the mission area. So let's see here. I should have Roosevelt Island's done. And so what you see now is that we have target found, bounty activated, Neptune. And so actually, let me just do that. Let me go after Neptune. And you can see here, there's an icon here showing that there's some kind of a manhunt for the a bounty for the manhunt. It was marked with yellow. It says Neptune cell. It's weird. You activate it just like any other bounty. It says skip on this little animation where it zooms in on the people, and I never understand what am I exactly skipping because they kind of just sit there. So I don't know if there's like some of them maybe have cool emotes or something, and they just didn't buy them from the store or something. I don't know, but it's kind of weird. So anyway, we're gonna go get Neptune or Chadwick Brandon III. It was pretty cool. And I want to say maybe the bounties, they look the same. I don't know, maybe this is a good refresher because I want to see the bounties are kind of cool too because the person you're after tends to have a dialogue with you and stuff as you're going after them. Same thing for Aaron Keener. He kind of talks, he tries to talk you out of, get it in your head, talk you out of working for the division. Thank you, Manny. Target is near me. At Manny. So just like any other bounty, once Manny says that, the GPS will stop guiding you to it. You just have to look for the carrot, the upside down carrot there, or maybe regular size carrot in the ground. Look, and just kind of run towards it, just like any bounty, and pathfind your way there. You can't fast travel to it. You just have to run to it like this. And you can see on the map, there's some orangeness there that kind of says like, oh, okay, there is something special there. You're on the right track. Maybe I should have taken a left. Actually, I do think I should have went this way. Go back the other way. You can see here some people patrolling and all that stuff. Yep, it's right here. So go through this conveniently unlocked gate. And hey, look, there's bad guys here. And they're in an orange box, which means they're special. So we're going to hit this guy first because he's one of these shield dudes. Shield dudes always try to rush you. He's got a lot of bad words, got a lot of FUs going on. It's not too cool. Uh-oh. They're like laser accurate with the Molotovs. Oh, that was it. That was everyone. Yeah, it's the other thing about this. There's little things about this game that are really, really cool. And there's some little things about the game that really kind of piss you off. Like the whole idea that they can take a Molotov cocktail or whatever and like all the way across the map, not even aim it. It seems like just hit you with some stuff and you're just lit on fire. And it came from all the way across the map. Like it's a huge arch throw and everything. And you're like, man, Tom Brady, dude, like, you have nothing on some of these dudes with their Molotovs. It's kind of like back in the day with, if anybody's played a lot of Call of Duty, back in the day when people used to throw the tomahawks and the knives, and it'd be like no zoom, 180, like right behind their back, headshot, last kill of the game, perfect accuracy, and they just kind of threw it, kind of weird. Blow that up. And other little things too, like, EMPs, they work on your stuff. They don't necessarily work on the bad guy stuff, so they disable all your stuff with EMPs, but the bad guy stuff always seems to work. You can also, is there a bad guy here that got infected? Where can I find it? No, the person did not. What the? It was right there? You're right there? And you didn't get infected by that sniper? Okay. Oh, that guy got infected. I see. I'm going to go ahead and rush you because you're already bleeding out because of the plague. Oh, crap. Let's do this. Oh, you tried to shoot me right when my shield came out. How about that? Oh, panic, panic! Ah, they're rushing me! Thank God for that true Patriot. So, okay, so we got that. Let me go ahead and blow some of this up. Let me blow you up because you're throwing a grenade. Lit yourself up on fire. Going through. Oh, look at this little sneaky dude. He's all infected with plague and stuff. Got some other sneaky dudes. Get you all infected up too. Make your boy die and have you plague out, bro. Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh. Yes, grenade out. You are for reals. Chadwick, Neptune, Brandon, right here. This guy in his little tank. Oh crap. Chadwick. Chadwick. Nope, you are not covered, Chadwick. You are not covered, Chadwick. But your boys also kind of get me all fired up. It's kind of pissing me off. So I may have to just go ahead and end this. Oh crap. Oh crap. Yes, Chadwick Brandon. Showing me what's up. Looks like he's out of fuel, so it's going down. Let me get some plague infected on him. Can I do that before you die? Oh, just a little bit. Got you a little bit. Armor's going down. Alright, Chadwick. How about that? How about that? Get you all roasted up. Is there a bad guy over here? Yep, still alive, bro. Need to get that little dude dead over there. Really? Really? The drone is like getting refilled? Is that what's happening? His drone out? Oh, there we go. Got you, fool. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. Oh, crud. I didn't flank you. Yeah, climb the ladder. Distract yourself. Unnecessary things. Like climbing ladders and stuff. Yeah, let me see if I can beat your boy over here. Oh, I got your boy. Now what's up, Chadwick? Oh, and you got infected by plague. My bad. I forgot all about that. You get plague. Oh. Oh. But now you have an X on your face. I am so sorry. So anyway, that's what happens. Let me see if there's...
That's another one down. Good job, Agent.
Thank you, Manny. I appreciate that. Oh, got a Glory Days high-end assault rifle. You do have some named things that are not exotics. Some of them are okay. Some of them are not. So if I compare this to my... actually, let me switch the weapon. Compare my Savage Wolverine, which is also a name thing. See, they're pretty close in stats. Some of these things are modded by me. Assault rifle damage 15% is modded by me. I do have some perks and stats. That's why the mag's 52 instead of 39. If I were to equip that Glory Days, it'd probably go up as well. But the reason why I keep the Savage Wolverine is because of the talents. So as you see on the one on the left, the one I do not have equipped, is receive 100% stability at the cost of negative 35% optimal range. Maybe that's cool if I'm playing it, close quarters, which I would be doing with the shield, but you can see my Savage Wolverine has that killing a target within 7 meters grants a 38% weapon damage boost for 10 seconds, which is pretty cool. And generally when you're fighting with the shield, as you kind of saw, watch level up, very nice. It does really, really help you out because you usually do kill people within 7 meters. So that's it for this. I'm going to go back to the White House, kind of do maintenance on my stuff here. Anything where I gotten a new weapon or a piece of equipment like this Costa bag, I'll either put in my stash or I'll break it down at a calibration station, sell the rest that I marked as junk that won't break down, and go on to the next one. For the next video, what we're going to be doing is essentially, go back to here, we're going to be doing an order as things are released. So we'll do Venus next. I won't be doing the Downtown East Federal Triangle, Judiciary Square, and all that stuff. Instead, I'm going to go right to the meat, like the Pentagon, which in this case is the strongholds, because you have to kind of go through, and we'll get Venus, and we'll go through Saturn and all the ones. So basically showing you the missions that are definitely modded or changed based upon who you're going after and getting those bounties. So until then, it's BeefcakeLynch. Peace out.